So guys, don't think your interviews will be there after some 1 month time, 2 months time, 2 days you will get it. The time for preparation. Never think okay, never think. Lot of people, even I hear this kind of rumors from the batches. People are from SAR also. I get like some people believing in that. We will tell you some questions. Only same questions will come up. No, never come up. Okay, it is completely your interior wish to ask any question. Completely the interviewer's wish. He want to ask a question, he will ask that question. That's it. We can't control them. We can't tell them. We can't guess what the questions. We'll guide you with the questions. We will guide you with the questions, interview preparations. We can give a guideline. It does not mean surely he will ask that question only. Okay. So preparation is important. Strength of your knowledge is very important. So you have to keep studying it. Okay. Okay. It is always go for a thing. Why? Because of power options. Display screen will be off. Yes, the first one is create a VOU. Before create a VOU, what is VOU? VOU means organization unit. What is organization unit? What is the purpose of unit? It is a logical. Again, first of all, it's a logical component. Physical components, logical components, two components. Physical component means domain controller, your storage, data store, domain controller, data store, NICs. Okay. These are all domain controller, all is physical components. Domain is a logical component. OU is a logical component. Site is a logical component. Tree is a logical component. Like there is a logical. Okay. Logical component. Okay. OU is a logical one. Okay. We store. Store means actually we access or store user accounts, computers, groups, like that. So we can store separately store. Organize. The name is organize. Users, computers, and groups in separate OUs. Okay. So based on organization. Employees, organization, employees, like that. So one by one. Okay. Logical component, store user, computers, like that. But important is organize users, computers in a separate organization. For example, guys, HR is there. A user is HR. For example, I'll take Priya. Priya is there. I think name. Just searching for a name. Okay. I will take like a Priya is a HR. HRs are you know, Alekhya. Why I am writing like this? Spellings also wrong. Okay, Alekhya. Both are HRs. So I create a HROU and I put these two users in that one. For example, okay. For example, maybe a Java developers are there. in my organizations. In the developers, I have a different developers, Java developer, okay, .NET developer, maybe a Python developer is there. For example, I will give Tarun. Tarun is a Java developer. Maybe vaibhav is a .NET developer. Okay, maybe Vijay. Vijay, we'll put a one more, two, three names here. Okay, swapnil are a Python developers. Okay, like a you will create a OU and put a users in the particular OUs or a sub OUs. So this is the OU. I create a sub OU and I put a users in it. Okay, like that I can able to create it like a IT support. Okay, maybe I will put a different names in the IT support user one, IT user one. Just I want to put a IT user two. Okay, like this users I will put in a IT support. So this is a OU separately stored into this one, but all these users are belongs to domain only. All the users are belongs to domain only, but just logically we are dividing these users into separate OU. So what is the advantage of separating a OU is easy to apply group policies. Not easy, it's applying group policy. Take. Okay. So to apply a group policy and delegation control. Okay. So delegation control. What is the delegation control? So on OU, you can give a control. Like for example, vaibhav is a very intelligent candidate. I given a control over the developer. Okay, I give a control over the developer. So vaibhav can able to create an account. So instead of a main administrator creating an account, vaibhav can also create an account. And maybe I given some rights to swapnil. Swapnil can reset the passwords of developer OU users. Like that, we can able to give certain rights on the particular OU. That is called a delegation control. Certain rights on the OU we can able to assign to a user. That is a delegation control. What is the policies? Like you apply a group policy on a particular OU, the policy is applied to all the users and computers in the group, in the OU. Okay, okay. So it's already 1:37, guys. First of all, what to do? OU creation. Okay, OU creation. Okay, yeah, before OU creation or user creation and all. Yeah, because I started OU creation, so I'm not changing my mind. Okay, so this is contoso.com. So first of all, Active Directory, users and computers. Okay, go to Active Directory, users and computers. So click on your domain name, right click on your domain name, click on the domain name, then right click on domain name, new organizational unit, new organizational unit. Click on it. I want to create OU, name is HR. Guys, this check mark protect your OU from accidental deletion. Okay. So if you have a check mark like this, you cannot delete that OU. You cannot delete that OU because it's protect your OU from accidental deletion. Okay, so leave like that only. So HROU. Now this is HROU. You can create a users inside. So we'll create a user, guys. Anyone, please tell me. Now I want to create a developer OU. I want to create a developer OU. How to create it? Click, right click, new organizational unit. Developers or developer, anything. I put a developers. I want to create a sub OUs under developers. So right click on developers, right click on developers, organizational unit, organizational unit. So Java developer, developer, new organizational unit, .NET. Okay, organizational unit. So Python. So these are all sub OUs. These are all I'm creating sub OUs. OU, sub OUs under developers. Okay. Now last one. You will tell I want to create a OU IT support. How to create it? Now tell me from starting. How to create a OU IT support?
Click on to
Back to that user.
go to tools.
Yeah. Tools, Active Directory, users and computers. Next.
Right click on contact.
Right.
New
New organization unit.
organization.
Enter
IT developer.
IT.
Put the name. Click OK. That's it. Okay. Next. Compulsory, guys. Create a OU. Create a OUs. Okay. Then only create a users. Okay. Before going to create a user, guys, I need to add my client to domain. Okay. I need to add a client to domain. That is also one task is there now. So add the computer to domain, or the thing is add a client to domain. So any question, step by step explanation is there. This is important question. So compulsory. Guys, slowly you should look at the video what I'm doing also. Okay, compulsory, because again if I miss, then it is become a again tomorrow. So the actually server kind of classes, always full day classes are better. So we don't miss off of kind of stuff. Okay. Okay. So here it is. I open my client. Okay. I didn't start my client. Look at here. This is a VMnet 0. This is server. The server is connected to VMnet 1. Look at server is VMnet 1. So client must be VMnet 1 only. So first go to edit virtual machine settings. So WinC1 custom VMnet 1. VMnet 1. Click OK. Guys, network settings is very important. Okay, network settings are very important. So the first one is make sure server and client are connected to same network, means same physical network. In our cases, both must be VMnet 1. Both must be in a VMnet 1. Make sure that server and clients are connected to same network. That is, both must be in the same net. See, client is VMnet 1. Now power on the virtual machine. It will take time, and total my system will also become slow. Why? Because of 2 GB, 2 GB. Totally 4 GB on my physical machine. 4 GB on a physical machine.
Sir, afternoon is there any class?
I have a afternoon class is there. If you want to join, guys, I will tell a storage class.
At which time, sir?
3 to 6. 3 to 6, 6:30, like that. Same time I'm going.
Yeah, for us or another batch?
Actually, it is 11 and 12. If you want to join, I will cover for both the people. Yes, very good. Good idea. But when you will do practicals, no problem. Join in, guys. Everybody join in an afternoon session also. 3 o'clock session, 3:15. Okay.
We do practical, sir.
Storage
Don't
classes
stop
means data type storage, sir.
Storage means where you like a SAN, LAN, NAS kind of stuff storages are there. Okay, you do one thing, guys. Service desk people join. Afternoon free, right? Or any class is there?
At afternoon, what you will explain, sir, about storage?
About storage. Okay. So service desk people join in afternoon guarantee, because I will tell about different type of storages. Okay. So non-service desk people complete the practical, prepare. If you are free, you can join also, no problem. If you done a practical part. Okay.
What is the difference between service desk and non-service desk, sir?
No difference. No difference. Literally say no difference. Why no difference? I said why there is a no difference kind of stuff. You know, work is work. What is a service desk or non-service desk? Important thing is client will tell you what to do. Client will tell you what to do. What is the issue is occur. So interact with the client. Clarify with the what is the problem. You got it. Okay. Clarify what problem you got it and solve the issue. In service desk, more technology kind of stuff in a starting you don't have. More technology related things by starting itself you don't have. Okay. Non-service desk people, more technology related things are there.
For service desk is until up to downloading the Windows only, no, sir?
Don't think like this. Continue. If you can able to do server practical, guys, you can do it. So no problem. Okay. Learn when there is an opportunity to learn. That's my point.
Yeah, okay, sir. Okay.
Okay, my client is came up on or not, so I don't know. So we'll see it is. Yeah, client is on. Okay. Now first of all, guys, look at I'm logging as a student one. My local user I'm logging. Okay, I log in with my local user. And I make sure that both are in VMnet1. So first one is in my client PC. I'm checking again. Network adapter is VMnet1. In a server also I'm checking VMnet1. Okay. So both are in VMnet1. Next. Okay. I'm going to create a user in the server. So compulsory guys, don't get confused what I'm doing. So both must be in VMnet1. Next, I'm going to server 1, BNS1. Okay. Active Directory users and computers. Active Directory users and computers. I'm going to HROU. Okay, I'm going to HROU. Okay, in the HROU, I'm going to add a user called Alekhya. Okay, I'm going to create user Alekhya. So this is what I'm going to raise in the server 1. First one. So what I'm said, Active Directory users and computers, HROU. I'm adding a user. Right click on HR, right click on HR, new user, new user. Okay. Alekhya, KHYA. Okay. So I put a Alekhya and last name you can put anything like a Sai. Okay, like this. So anything. It's not a mandatory guys. First name is enough. Initials and last names are not mandatory. Not mandatory. If you don't give, also no problem. And always try to give, better to give first name as a login name. Login names are different guys. Login name, with this name only we should log in. We cannot log in with these names. This is just a display name purpose only. But login name is for login purpose. Alekhya@contoso.com or contoso/Alekhya. This is the login names. Next, uncheck this option. Uncheck this option. This one you can check it. No check it. That is completely your wish. Don't check this one. Don't check this one. This is check or not your wish. Or uncheck everything. I've been giving a password for a first time, so I'm giving admin@123. Admin@123. Next, finish. User is created. Good. And look at this computer view. Nothing is there. You will get it. So it will take time. So user is created. Finally, we'll go to that one. Okay. So user is created. Next, we'll go to WinC1. Okay. We are not at login. So first of all, make sure both are must be connected to VMnet1. That is done. Next, change IP address. According to server IP address. Okay. So what is my server IP? What is my server IP? 172.168.16.0.254. This is my server IP. So WinC1 IP address is 172.16.0. I put a 10 or 20 or 100. That is my wish. I will put a 100 or a 10 or 11. That is my wish. Okay, last one is okay. Subnet mask. First change in the client. Change IP address. Change IP address to this one. Okay, subnet mask is already, it will display like this. Next, important one is preferred DNS server. preferred DNS server. What is this? This is our server IP. This is our server IP. Give the server IP in the DNS. Why? Because of your DNS is in your server only. So give the server IP, guys. Remember first like this. Okay. Now I'm going to configure my client. Go to client. Go to ncpa.cpl. ncpa.cpl. So how to go? ncpa.cpl in the run. And change the IP address. This is my adapter. Double click. Details. You got some IP address, properties, and IPv4 properties. Manual means second option. 172.16.0. I said 11, right? Press the tab button. You'll get a default subnet mask. What to put here? Server IP. Here we have to put your server IP. Remember, guys, where you putting which IP address? You have to do proper planning. Click OK. Click OK. Click details. See, it is still showing like this. No problem. Just close it. Okay. Otherwise, refresh it once and check it once again. Are you getting correct IP or not? See, DHCP enabled no means it's a static IP. And this is my IP address, subnet mask, and DNS server IP address. DNS server IP address. Okay. Now that is IP address configuration is done. The next one is add a client. Add our WinC1 to domain, right? So what is our domain name? What is my domain name, guys? Contasso.com. Contasso.com. Okay. Contasso.com. And also change name. Change your computer name to WinC1. Because I'm not yet changed my computer name. That's why. Okay. Okay. So how to change the computer name? So go to settings. Okay. Go to settings. System. How to change the computer name? Go to settings. System. About. Okay. You can change the computer name or join the domain from here also. You can see like this. Join domain option is not showing, but it is rename this PC. You can rename the computer from here also, no problem. Okay. But I'm not doing that one, guys. I'm doing both at a time. Rename this PC advance. Go to rename this PC advance. Click here. Okay. It is showing computer name is like this. And also work group name is showing work group. It is still in a work group, not in the domain. Click on change. Click on change. Put your name. Computer name is, I want to put a WinC1. And member of a domain. Contasso.com. Member of a domain. Contasso.com. Click OK. Then computer name will be changed, and it is also will going to add this domain. It will ask for a username and password. Give the username and password of the domain. Okay. Then finally you have to restart. Why I'm closing? Because you will guys tell how to do it. So how to change the computer name and join the domain? Two things. First, go to
Settings.
very good.
System.
Very good.
System.
About.
Rename this
Rename
PC advanced.
Very good.
Change.
Change.
First,
And here it is
name changing,
WinC1
Domain.
domain.
number of domain.
After
Caps are small, no problem. Caps are small, no problem. Okay. I given a domain name. .com compulsory, guys. .com compulsory. It means complete name, complete domain name. Some people give half names only. Don't give. Okay. Click OK. Now it is asking name. So administrator. You can use Alekhya also, no problem. You can use Alekhya also because there is a policy that you can use any domain username. But I'm using administrator because it's traditionally like look is like domain administrator. Give the password, domain administrator password. Okay. Domain, which user you are using, their password. It's a domain account only. You should give domain account administrator, domain administrator password. That is easy. Okay. Click OK. If it is OK, then it will show us welcome to contest.com. Welcome to contest.com means it is successful. It is successful. Otherwise, it's not successful. Okay. If you throw, it is throwing any error after this one, or maybe any time, like when you click this OK, if it is throwing error like this, yeah, this is error, I got it. Okay, it should not show like this, so there is a problem. Maybe it is asking for restart. I will restart and verify. Restart now. Okay, guys, when you given a name and click OK and it is throwing an error, I forgot to show you one step. That is, you must verify the pinging. So I missed it. How I missed it? Fix it. Okay, I should not miss that one. I missed it. Really sorry, guys. So actually, in the sequence, I missed one step. The step is like this. When you given a name, the first step is go to CMD in your WinC1 only. Go to CMD. Okay, ping your server IP address. Sorry, server IP address. Ping to your server IP address. Next one is ping to your server FQDN wins1.contoso.com. So compulsory pinging must be done. If any ping problem is occurs, you cannot able to add a domain controller. So guys, this must be done before you doing this one. So here it is like go to settings. About rename this PC advanced. Change option is there. Member of domain. So in that one, contoso.com, that is one. So you can also change the PC name. Computer name also you can change it. So like a WinC1, you are not at change, so you can change it. Member of domain contoso.com. Then click OK. Then it is asked for a username and password. Administrator and password is admin@123. Okay, then it is click OK. Welcome to domain. It will come up. Contoso.com domain. So box will open, then click OK, restart will button. So finally restart now will work, guys. So this is completed. Guys, I forget to show you the pinging. So compulsory ping to your server from your client. This is entirely we are doing in a client only. Okay, this is my client PC, right? So up and see student one is showing. Don't go. Go to other user. Go to other user. Click on other user. Make sure sign into contest. So it is showing. My domain name is showing. Can you able to see this, guys? Click on other user. In my PC, can you able to see contaso.com? Contaso. So put your username. Username and the password. Because click on other user. Put your domain username. So which is we created here. Okay, we created a username Alekhya. The account, click on account, so then you can find a original name. This is the login name. Okay, that is the login name. Use the name and give the password. Click enter or next. See, can see automatically name came. Guys, one thing do you understand? Where I created a user. Where I created a user, Alekhya, where I created a user.
Server 1.
Yes, very good. We created user in server. Where I login user. Where I login the user.
Client.
In a client only, right? See, that is called a domain and client kind of stuff. See, domain controller has a domain. Okay, refresh. See, computer, domain computer name, because this computer is in my domain now, because after joining, when I joining, so obviously add a to domain or join a WinC1 to domain. Join or add. You can use both the things. Join or add. Okay. So when I join my client to domain, so obviously my domain knows which is the domain computers. Next, I created a user. User information is in my domain controller in the server. I log into that my domain client with the user. Okay, with my user. See, you can see, yeah, it let it open like this. Guys, when any error it is occur, so compulsory check both are connected to VMnet 1. Second one is both are pinging each other. So can you see Alekhya is there? See, so that is the domain. Okay, users in the user computers groups resources stores in the domain controller, and we are login to domain controller. So who authenticated Alekhya user? Server only, because user information is here, password is here. So server will authenticate user. So this is the whole set of practical. Whole set of practical. So try it, guys. So last point is okay. Same in WinC1. We are in WinC1 again. In a WinC1. So other user. So after restart, you'll get other user. So username, password. So which user you created? I created Alekhya. And I given a password is admin @123. Other user password. That's it. So login. So we can see the screen. So this is the practical. This is the observations. Active Directory kind of stuff. Okay. I will share all the things, links and all later. Okay. So once I done my lunch and what happening with this? Why? So today is 02 Win server. Okay, guys, understand this one or not?
Sir.
This is three things we discussed. Okay. I created a OU, add a user, add a computer to domain, or we can say add client to domain, and log into computer with a domain user. Finally, I log in with a domain to user. So these are the things we done in this one. Okay, guys, try it.